Hello, my people. How are you doing? I hope fine, and I hope my camera is working good because last time it was not working well. The picture was not displayed properly. The picture was not understandable, as to say. So, guys, I am here, and I wanted very much to tell you something about my life in Germany, in general, So I know I have made a lot of videos, but I haven't yet told you how how I came to Europe and got this chance to work in Europe, and my daughter to have here a better education. So it started very long time ago in there back in my country, and I met someone who was visiting my country, or who visited my country at that particular time, and so we got to know each other, and so we became friends, and then he came back again the second time. So we decided that we like each other, and with the time we got to love each other, So, and he asked me whether I can accompany him to Europe. But at that particular time, I was working somewhere in my country, and in fact, I had no need, and I had no this urge of coming to Europe at that particular time, and Europe was not in my mind at that time, So it was just like that, and I was not like when people. I know many people hear about Europe, hear about Germany or wherever, and they are excited, or they long so much to see to see the country. They they have this feeling that they want to know much, or to know more about the country. For me, it was very different. It was very different. I had no plans to travel. I didn't want to travel to just to leave my country. No, I had no plans. No plans. So with a lot of nagging and asking me and pleading with me, So I so I told him, yeah, I'll think about it, and then we will see what we can do. So because my daughter was still small during that particular time, and she was in kindergarten. And, for her to leave all her friends and the environment she was used to, it was so hard, so hard. And for me also, I did not like to leave my job. I had a very good job, and it was very difficult. So, but I decided, okay, I thought about it, and one time he came the third time to my country, and we decided that we are getting married, So we got married in in my country, and then he went back. Okay, he went back to Europe, and he left us. So in the process of applying for a visa, or applying for a for a visa to come to Germany. So we just applied the visa, and in fact, it was not very difficult as people say, or some people experience. It was not very difficult because I guess because he is a government official, something like that. He works in the government. So we got our visas very easy and very quick, because we had to represent our my marriage certificate to the consulate, to the German consulate, and we got our visas very quick, so than expected. So I had to quit my job, but that particular time, it was not really quitting. It was like, I talked to my boss that I'm going for a visit somewhere, and he gave me like 3 months, something like that, and he told me that after these 3 months, if I will not be back after these 3 months, he is not going to keep the vacancy, for me, forever. So, and that is understandable. So I just said, okay, good. Let's see after these 3 months what will happen. If things are not good where I'm going, I'll be coming back, and I'll be I will be needing my job back. So you can't you can't have expectations. You can't have 100% positive expectations, about somewhere you don't know, about some place you have never been, so, and you don't know the situation out there, people are, or whether you will get a new job or not. You can't. You can't. It's like it's like I had my grandmother saying when I was small, my grandmother was saying every time, was saying, don't what? Don't shit where you have no, don't shit where you have moved. I don't know. in my own language, in my Swahili, in Swahili you can say usikunye pahali umehama. That's you can't. So I was not ready to do that. So that was settled with my boss. Okay, he gave me a chance. He told me after 3 months I will give your position to someone else. So because I cannot wait for you forever. So, and we agreed to that. So so at that point, I had no stress, because I knew that when things don't work out where I'm going, I'll be coming back home and I will have my job back. So that was a little bit settled. There was no stress. So the day of our departure came. So we had our tickets and our visas and our passports and everything, you name it. So that journey started. It did not start well, because at the airport they looked, the airport officials, né? They took my passport, looked to my passport. It had a little bit stain. I don't know. I don't know. I remember one time I was carrying. I don't know. I was carrying something in my pocket, in my handbag, and something watery. I don't know what, and it spilled on my passport, and my passport had a little bit of a stain somewhere. So they looked to my passport, they saw the stain, and they said, "Oh, this passport, you can't travel with this passport. This is a mutilated passport." So that's how they called it. And I tried to talk to them nicely, but the person who was at the airport was very strict. He could not let the manager, I guess, he could not let that happen. So he said, what you are going to do, you are going to go back and apply for another passport, and then you can travel to Germany. That was in my country, guys. That was in my country, not in Germany. That was in my country. So I'm telling you, this journey of mine started wrongly. So it started negatively. So, and understand that we have our tickets. And when we go back to wait for a new passport, these tickets will expire, and the person who paid for the tickets will never get a chance to get or to get his money back. Gone is gone. It's not like okay, if it was like some days before, if it happened some days before, he could have asked for refund for his money back. But it was in that particular day, it happened at that particular day, and the tickets were valid from that particular day, and there was no chance that he could get the money back because it was too late. So I tried to reach him at the airport, in my country, at the airport, and he was like, I'm very sure, I know you did not want to come to Germany, because I didn't want to go to Germany, because I had a good job in my country. So he was not like, oh, I'm so sorry that something happened to you, something like that can happen to you. I'm so sorry. He was not like that. No, he was like, I know you didn't want to come to Germany. I know. And maybe this is a story of yours. This one is a story of yours. Um, um, you have just created a story from nowhere so that you can okay, stay in your country. It was like that. It was like that. So no, but I tried to tell him that no, we are at the airport. already at the airport. So I had to give someone there the phone so that he can talk to him that no, the passport, she cannot travel with this passport. The passport is defect. The passport is mutilated. So she can't travel with this one. She has to apply for a new one. So that he can understand, so that he can believe that I am at the airport. He thought that, oh, my money is gone for the tickets, and this woman doesn't want to come to Germany. So, and she creates now a fake story that she can't come because of the passport. So it was he finally believed after hearing from someone who works at the airport. So it was funny. So we went back. I was so annoyed. We went back again. I just called an agent from the registrar and told him to take care of the passport. And finally, luckily, we got okay, I got another passport, a new passport. My daughter's passport was okay. It was not mutilated. It was okay. Only mine was mutilated. So another passport within like 2 weeks. 2 weeks. It was very quick. So after I got my new passport, then I told my husband that my German husband that, yeah, I got a new passport, so we can travel to Germany. So he was like, "Are you sure? Are you sure you want to come to Germany?" I said, "Yeah, of course. I got a new passport and I can come." So he paid for the tickets again. He paid for the tickets again, and he told me, this time make sure make sure it happens. So it happens. So it happened. Okay, we got to travel very nicely and safely to Germany. He was waiting for us at the airport here in Germany, in Frankfurt, sorry, and all was well. So all was well, and yeah, just for some few days, guys. So I and that time I had lost my sister, just a month like a month ago. I had lost my sister, and I was so stressed, and I was direct from the barrio, from up country, and I was so stressed. I was disorganized. I did not have time uh, to buy some things to buy some things to bring here, like what what okay, the normal things, which people need, like food, like mains meal, unga, like tea, like yeah, I like bringing tea very much. I like the Kenyan tea, it's very nice, because here the tea here, I don't like the tea here. So I just carry my own tea from Kenya. I carry my own tea, and because in Kenya there are so many varieties of tea with ginger, tea with cinnamon, things like that. So I tell you, I had no time because I was direct. I was coming direct from my sister's burial, and it was so stressful. And every night I was dreaming about. I was dreaming of my about my sister, and it was so stressful. I tell you. So our stay in Germany was good for a while, you know. But after some time, it was hell. It was hell in Germany at that time. So, guys, I tell you, if someone tells you that he or she is bringing you to Europe, first you have to know that person very well. First, just if you want to come to Europe, just get a visa, get a 3 month visa first, a visitor's visa for 3 months. Come here, look, watch how everything is. Look and study him or her, how she is, how he is for that 3 months. And then get to know him or her, how he is living. You know, okay, you can't, someone can be coming to your country like a tourist, and it's holiday, and is every day is happy, you know. We call that in German happy. Every time is happy, you know. So because he is in holiday, of course, but when he is in business, when he is in his own or our own country, and he is serious, every day waking up early in the morning and going to work, coming in the evening, tired, or things like that, he is very different. He or she, very different. They are very different. So you start seeing a very different person whom you did not know before, you know. So this guy started being weird. He started being weird, you know. So funny, weird, and complicated. We are only some, my daughter and I are only some uh, small African, I don't know what, small African Moses or something. It was hell. It was hell. So, and he is this person who, first of all, his mother was a racist. Racist. So his mother was a racist. He did not like me, his mother. He did not like us. Let's say, okay, let me put it that way in general. She was like a dragon somewhere, dragon in a mountain, you know. That woman, that woman. Oh, my. This woman was asking my ex-husband in German, but I'll translate in English. Are there also beautiful people in Kenya? What a question. Are there also? No. Are there beautiful people in Kenya? Okay, it's like, are there any? Yeah, it's like that. Are there any beautiful people in Kenya? So she was asking her son that way. And then my ex-husband was saying, of course, you can see, of course, my wife and our daughter. And then she said, oh, okay, I see. Like something like that, yeah. Accepting like that way. Oh, I see. That woman was so complicated, I tell you. And when she, because I am talking about that, I'm talking about his mother, because when we came, when we first came, we stayed in our house. So our house, that was a family house, and it had upstairs and downstairs, you know. So we stayed upstairs, and she was staying downstairs because she's old, she cannot go with the stairs up. So she was staying downstairs. That was a very big house. So downstairs, like 3 bedroom, and um, bath, toilet, kitchen, big sitting room, and balcony, something like that, yeah. And a very big garden where she was growing carrots and potatoes. And in fact, she was not buying anything. She was not buying anything. When I say anything, I mean anything. She was only buying maybe salt or sugar, some things like that, or spices, because she had everything in the garden. The garden was very big, and she was planting everything herself, like potatoes, carrots, onions, you name it. A lot of things, you know, a lot of things. The necessary food, you know. So and then okay, I was I was talking about she did not like us. So she was like, when we are cooking, the lunch must be taken exactly at 12 o'clock midday. Exactly, 12 o'clock is lunch, and dinner is around 6 o'clock. It's around 6 o'clock. Breakfast we did not take together, but most of the times we took lunch and dinner together, and that was that was like that. 12 o'clock, when we are late, like, okay, when someone who comes from Africa has enough time. I can say I'm coming at 12, but I come at 1. You know, Africa is Africa. We are very, very comfortable with time, you know. So when she say lunch is at 12 o'clock, then it's 12 o'clock. 1 minute later, or 5 minutes, or 1 minute later, then you have a problem. You have a problem. So she will ask you, oh, okay, in Germany, but I will translate in English. Do you have a watch? Do you have a watch? I was saying every time, no, I don't have a watch. Do you know what time it is? And I say, yeah, I know. 5 minutes past 12. But lunchtime is at 12 o'clock, and you know it. So I say, oh, I was telling her, I don't let time rule me. I am not ruled by time, you know. So I'm living my life free. If you live your life with exact time, yeah, then you are a slave of time. I don't want to be a slave of time. Only when I'm working, good. But when I have to do some things for myself, like eating or some of my things, when I have to take care of myself, I don't have to be ruled by time, So she did not like me. So that woman was like that. And sometimes another time she wanted to strike my daughter with a stick, So, and my daughter ran away. So I told my ex-husband, and he did nothing. He did nothing. I was thinking that he's going to at least to warn his mother, or to tell her something, not to do that. But he did nothing. He just kept quiet, because I don't know. My ex-husband and his mother were um, did things together and discussed about us together. So you cannot. She was his mother, but she was bad. She was a racist. So that was that. That was the starting of the problems. And then she was telling him, it can it can occur that this woman is waiting for the papers, is waiting for the 3 years, and she gets her papers to stay here, and then she leaves you like a hot potato. So kama kiasi moto. So I was translating in my language and laughing so much. Kama kiasi moto. So my ex-husband got this poison from his mother. This poison. He started acting weird and being a bad person, mean, you know, coming home, and he wants okay, for example, he wants to watch something on the television, and my daughter is watching something. So he will act like a child, he will act like a child. He will go and sit in front of my daughter like that, so that my daughter cannot see the TV, and my daughter was only 5. So I was saying, oh, you against 5-year-old. I think I'm dreaming. I think I'm dreaming. So it started like that. Problems started just from nowhere, from nowhere. And it was like, you are waiting for the papers. You are waiting for the papers. I was so annoyed when because he was repeating the same thing again and again. I know, my mother told me you are waiting for the papers, and then you can leave me like that. So I was, so I asked him one time, so if you know that, why, why did you, why did you invited us here? If you knew that, because you can't live with someone who is every time accusing you of something which is not there, accusing you of something which you have not done. Then it's like in our tradition we say that if you accuse something of okay, if you accuse someone of something he or she has not done, then you are teaching them to do it. You are teaching them to do it because they had no idea whether someone can do that, but you are repeating the same thing again and again, something which is not there. Then It means that you are teaching this person to do that, you know. so, so what? Yeah, because it's not fair. You can't live with someone whom you say that is your wife or is your husband, and you keep on accusing her, accusing him of something they have not done. That is annoying. And then at a certain point, they will they will ask themselves, so what am I waiting for? Instead of doing it, what am I waiting for? If I am accused of something I did not do, so it's better I do it. So because life is like that, you know. It's very funny. He was saying that every time. Yeah, I know you are waiting for the papers. I know you are waiting for the 3 years to end. And one time, he just, okay, after 2 years, he just ran to the embassy. He was like crazy in the head. He ran to the embassy and said, "Oh, I think my wife wants to leave me. She wants to get the papers after 3 years and leave me like a hot cake." Yeah, and I tell you, this person was a liar. He could have he could have created something, a story from nowhere, from nowhere. And the Germans believe their own Germans. If you go there, you are not a German, and you talk the truth, and they are German, talk a lie, they will believe the lie than the truth. It's very funny. That was very funny. He went there and talked nonsense and said, "Yeah, my wife wants to leave me after 3 years. I heard that. My mother told me." So his mother told him. When do I talk with his mother? Because his mother doesn't like me, did not like me. His mother did not like us in general. So when was I talking with his mother? And of course, I can't talk with his mother about my issues because she has no time to talk to Black people. She has no time to talk to me. She had no time to talk to me. Believe me. Even if I asked her something, to do something for her, she ignored that. She said, "Yeah, you can only clean my basement." Of course, she told me every time. Yeah, I was asking her, "Can I wash your utensils?" Because she had no dishwasher at that time. So she was saying, "No, I'll do it myself. I'll do it myself. You can clean my cellar. You can clean my cellar." And one time, she told his son, then my husband, that, "Yeah, your wife is waiting for the 3 years and then she gets the papers and you will see. Like every time, like the other house, um, the other foreigners do, you know." So, and they were talking, and she told her son, "Yeah, your wife can be so, she can be so, okay, she can be so happy, okay, she can be glad that I allow her to clean my cellar." My God. That is a, what do you call it? Beleidigung. That's a I don't know in English. That's something bad to say to someone that you can be okay. They can be glad that you allow them to clean your cellar. That is. I don't have time to do my own things. That I can be happy that I clean your cellar. But that was not okay. And my ex-husband is so, he ran to tell me that, and I asked him, and you, what did you say when she said that? What did you say? Because that is not, that's not polite. That's rude to tell someone. To tell someone that is rude. So what did you say that? What did you say after after your mother said that? So he said, "What can I say? I didn't say. I said nothing." Okay, you said nothing, and why are you telling me? So don't tell me nonsense. Don't come and tell me such silly things. So what you talk with your mother, just talk there and don't bring it here. So I told him, don't bring it here because that's rude. Because I know even if she tells you everything, something bad about us, yeah, you won't warn her, you won't warn her not to say that again. You'll just keep quiet like an idiot, and you come here and you tell me. So don't tell me. Discuss what you discuss about me or about us with your mother, and don't come here and tell me. So finish it there, bring it here. So then I did not finish what I was saying after he went to the embassy, and after 2 years, and reported that I am waiting for the papers to leave him like a hot cake or something like that. So I was called. I was called to the embassy at my own time. So at another, okay, on another day, and I went there. I did not know what they wanted to tell me. I was so afraid. I was so scared. So I met a woman there, and she was unfriendly. I tell you, she was rude. She told me your husband was here, and he said that he feels he doesn't know, but he has the feeling. He has the feeling that you are waiting for the 3 years. Yeah. That you can get your papers and leave him. This nonsense did not stop. This nonsense. So I asked her why. And she told me, yeah, your husband told us that way, that he has the feeling. He has the feeling. Is he God? I did not, but I did not ask that one. So, so that okay. I said no. I don't know about it. I don't know about it. That's new. That's new. So she told me, yeah. So he is saying that you are waiting for the 3 years so that you can leave him, and he doesn't want stress here and there to bring someone here in Germany, and then later to be left here alone like trash, after you get the papers. So you have to talk to him. You have to ask him why I don't know, because he came here and he told us that we need not to prolong your stay. It was so funny. Okay, go and talk to your husband. Don't ask us why, because we don't know. We don't live with you in your houses, or we don't live with you in your house. So he knows why, and you know why. So you just discuss with him and come to a solution. Because he was here, he told us not to prolong your stay, and so you have to talk to him, you have to ask him why. If he says we prolong, we will prolong. If he says um, no prolonging your stay, we are not going to do it. So it was so complicated, so complicated. So I just went. During that time, I was in a German school. I was learning German. So I went to my teacher and asked her and told her my situation, what I'm facing, the stress, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So my teacher told me that, you know what? Because my teacher was he was okay. She was not a German. She was from Poland, but she is now no. She's like a German, but she's from Poland, but staying very long time in Germany. So I just went to her and asked her what I can do. So in order to get out of this stress and this nonsense. So I told her everything, and she told me, you know what? That is possible. That is possible. It's possible that your daughter and you can be deported when your husband has already said that. So what you are going to do, just search for a job, look for a job, even if it's child side, like part-time, but you know that you are paying Steuer, that is taxes, you are paying taxi. So search for a job, a part-time job, not a mini job. A mini job is not 100% sure whether you will stay, but a part-time job, because you have a child, you cannot work full-time. So search for a job, a part-time job, and see what you can do. That in that case, in that way, you will be having something to shield you or to prevent you from being deported. So I just went online, I searched for a job, I got a job in an hotel. So I started working in an hotel, and it was a part-time job. And okay, in the morning I was bringing my daughter to kindergarten in the morning, very early in the morning, and then I catch a train to where the hotel was. So I just started like that. So you see, my teacher gave me a very wise advice, because she told me that in this way, they will be okay. Even if he says that you have to be deported, they will delay that one and consider your situation first. They won't um, they won't deport you immediately. And during that time, now time will have pushed on, and yeah. So I just accepted that, and I continued working in the hotel, and it was good. And I met other new people. I discussed with them. You have to discuss your problems with people so that they can give you advice and tell you what to do, because alone you can't. Alone you can't. With this situation, with that situation of deportation, you can't. You'll have a lot of stress, and you find yourself finally being deported. But what is good in Europe, you have to interact with people, ask them advice, what if you do that, if that happens, what you have to do, and you'll get a lot of helpful advice. So, and my ex-husband was, I tell you, he was not so happy when he heard that I had a job, because he knew that, oh, she's going to be sharpened. She's going to be sharpened. Like she's going to be, you know, kuchanuliwa. So, but the job was okay. It was fun, because for me, I was not used to staying at home just like that, um, watching TV. That's very boring. That's very boring, of course, in Europe. That's very boring. You have to search for something to do, a job or something, and when you are in at the end of the day, when you come at home, at least you are tired, and you find things at home. You find things new. You find like new, this situations like new, and in that case, you won't be so bored, and yeah, life won't be so boring. Life can be very boring in Europe if you don't have anything to do. I tell you, can be very boring, and it's not good. And in that case, you find yourself adding on weight and being, yeah, adding on kilos and kilos and kilos. Yeah, because the food here is very, what can I say? It's not like in Africa. When you eat just here, when you even just little by little every day, you see yourself, you get it bigger, bigger and bigger. So that's not my thing. That's not okay. So guys, story, because at that point, that was not the end of my problems. In fact, that was the start of my official problems now, like Lego problems. You know, that was the start, because what came after uh, almost deported me to my country, you know, because it was like officially at that time I had to stay for 3 years with this particular man, with my husband, with my ex-husband, sorry. I had to stay with him for 3 years so that I can get a permit or a stay here in Germany. But it was like 2 years and 2 years and 7 months, something like that. 2 years and 7 months, 2 years and 8 months. That the situation got worse. So, and I had to search because at home it was like horror, like horror, like horror movie, It was like it was like hell, hell, because this guy was not letting us in peace. He was not going to let us like that. He was not going to let us stay here in Germany when he is not a part of it, you know. So the problem was too much, the stress was too much. So I decided that I cannot live with this person because he is too much. First of all, I did not see his I did not see his money. In fact, he didn't give me a cent or a pocket money. So from my job, I took this money from my job. I used to buy clothes for my daughter and he bought for me nothing, no clothes, no shoes, nothing. All these things I bought for myself at that particular time. And I did not ask him for his money, because he was always, always crying and saying, yeah, I pay this and this and this and that. I paid for your tickets. And my long time ago ticket, which got lost, he was talking about it every day. I paid for your ticket, you did not come, blah, blah, blah. I pay for this, I pay for that, I pay for that. Every time. It was so annoying. And I don't normally, that's not my life. That's not my life. I don't like it when someone reminds me what he has done for me. So what? So what? I did not ask for it. I did not ask you. I did not ask for it. You did it. You did it. I did not ask you to do it. So you don't have to remind me every waking day that you did that and that and that for me. That's not okay. That's humiliation. That's not okay. So for me, I don't like that. So I just told him, you know what? I don't like that one. That's humiliation and I don't like it. And you are handling me like a like an animal, something like that, not like a human being, you know. So you know what? We are going to part ways. We were not born together. We are going to part ways, I told him. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do? And you have not yet finished 3 years. What are you going to do? Have you thought what you are going to do when you go back to your country? And I told him, my friend, I'm not going to my country. What are you going to do? You cannot stay here. You can't stay here. Of course, I can't stay here. But of course, I'm staying. Of course, I know that the 3 years are not over. But I knew that I will stay. But all in all, I was scared. I was scared. So, so I was scared because I knew that if I have this part-time job and my daughter is in school, she was only 5, and of course, she can't be allowed to join standard 1, erste Klasse, class 1, when she's 5. She has to, there is a rule here in Europe a kid must be 6 years old to start the first class, you know. So I was praying and saying, oh my God, oh my God. But my daughter made it to 6 years to first class to standard one, you know. So I said, oh, a little bit stress is now lifted from our shoulders. A little bit stress, not all, but a little bit stress, because my daughter joined class one, and I was still working in the hotel. So it was a little bit, the tree, we were a tree. My daughter and I, we were a tree. And this tree had some roots, you know, some roots. Not all, but some roots. But it was still standing. Even though some roots were missing. But the tree was still standing and it was having hope that one day it will stand straight, you know. One day the roots will just appear from nowhere. Yeah. The roots which are missing will appear from nowhere, and this tree will stand straight. So we had hope. So, guys, then this guy made it by moving from our apartment where we were staying. He moved out and he said, now I'm moving out before the 3 years. You know, I'm moving out before the 3 years, so that if I stay here with you um, for a, um, for 3 years, then you won't be deported because I was staying with you for 3 years, but I'm moving now before the 3 years. So we are not staying together. So the chance of you being deported, the probability of you being deported is higher. Oh my God. Even if he was a government official, even if he is a government worker, but in that particular case, in my case, he failed. He failed. I tell you, he did not pass. He did not pass. He was thinking that he will make it, you know, that we will be deported. But okay, God was there. God was with us. Believe me. Because of his evil thoughts and evil hopes, they did not work. They did not work. So it is like that. If I work part-time and my money is deducted by the government, believe me, I don't think that there is a chance or higher chance that they will deport me, because I'm working and I'm contributing something to the government, to the country. How can you deport someone who is contributing to the country, contributing something to the country, to your country? You can't. You'll take time. You'll take time to 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 look and to find out why this person is being deported. Why? You'll have time to to um, to know you will want to know why. And in that time, you give someone time, you tell someone to look for a lawyer, So my friends told me that, and my teacher was very helpful. In fact, she was very helpful. She told me, look for a lawyer, and this lawyer will represent you um, to the German embassy, to the embassy. He or she will defend you, the lawyer will defend you, and you'll see how things work out. Because I think it's not possible. You have to even look for a better job, because now your daughter has gone to the to standard 1, yeah, to class 1. Now you have to look for a good job, better one, and then you can see how things work out. So that's what I did. I went, I looked for a lawyer, I got one, but you have to be very careful looking for a lawyer or something like that, because you don't know the relationship between your lawyer and the lawyer of your partner, because all the lawyers know each other. They know each other. And believe me, not all the lawyers are enemies to each other, because they know each other and they know their cases. And they know how they can negotiate with each other, what to do. And believe me, you can take a lawyer and in the process, he or she can advise you wrongly, and you find yourself being deported altogether, So you have to be very careful in such things. The lawyers are not enemies to each other, so they know each other, So that's how things went. That's how things went. So guys, because it's now getting very late, I will stop there, and next time I'll be telling you about how my lawyer and the lawyer of my ex-husband arranged something deadly, and I wasn't so happy about it. So guys, that's why I'm telling you that the lawyers from both sides, don't search for a lawyer and be comfortable with everything and leave everything to him or her, hoping that he or she is on your side. They can be against you. You take a lawyer and he or she can be also against you, and then he or she can arrange something with the other lawyer of your enemy, with the lawyer of your enemy, and then you find yourself in hot soup. So guys, my next video will be very interesting and exciting, I tell you, and I will just proceed from here, from where I have left today. And guys, don't miss out. And it can be that I'll be streaming that one, the other part, tomorrow in the evening, because now I have to sleep. It's too late now, and I have to sleep tomorrow. I'm very early out. I'm going out very early in the morning, going for work, and I'll be here in the evening. Then we will continue from here, guys. Don't miss it. And I have found out that my subscribers are not adding themselves. I don't have new subscribers, guys. What is happening? Are you still sharing my videos or something? Keep on sharing, like, thumbs up. What's up, guys? Imagine I just see other people's videos. They have every day more and more subscribers. What happened with me? What happened with me? So, guys, don't let me down. Subscribe if you have not done so. Share, like, leave a comment there. It doesn't matter which one. Sweet comment, criticism, everything, advice. Ah, this one is my subscriber. Yeah, I saw her some other day there. Thank you so much, Faith Mudeu Kamba. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you. I saw you the other day. I saw you the other day. Thank you so much. Yeah. Where are you now? Are you in Kenya? I guess. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. Ah, you are in Kenya. Oh, I miss Kenya so much. I miss Kenya. Oh, since this corona, I haven't. I normally fly 2 times per year in Kenya, to Kenya, but this time I did not because of the corona, So last year and this year, I guess this year I'm coming in June. No, July. Not June, July. Because I am vaccinated now. That is last month on 26th. I got the vaccination and I might be coming to Kenya in July. So guys, thank you so much. Whoever has seen my video, thank you. And I will be seeing you tomorrow in the evening. As I said there before, yeah, I'll be working tomorrow very early in the morning, and I have to go to sleep now. In fact, I had my drink here. So I forgot about it. So guys, it's just like it's only I can't carry so many clothes or shoes to Kenya. I have a lot of shoes and clothes which I am giving for free. a lot. So many clothes and shoes, but unluckily I can't, because when I come with a flight, with a condor, I have to carry 20 kilos and my daughter 20 kilos. So if I had the chance, I could have carried hundreds of kilos, but it's not possible. It's not possible. That's not good. So guys, thank you so much for watching my video. The 2 subscribers who are watching my video now, thank you so much. Even if I have 2 watching now, that is, I'm so happy about it. So thank you guys. Thank you. So please subscribe, as I said before, share, like, and leave a comment there. It doesn't matter what. And see you tomorrow. Bye bye.